Good morning, students. We are at Bundiri Swamp to show you how field course is done. First, before we get into field course, there are things that you should know about the field course. One of them is you should know that field course is an intensive and requires work with dedication. And in field course, you do not work alone. You work with others. So you require to be cooperative. And at the same time, you must listen to your instructor, because your instructor will let you know the things that you have not known. So for you to carry out field course, you must be punctual. You must have a spirit of cooperation. And you must work as a group, because many hands make work light. When you do a small assignment, another one does another small assignment, then it is easy to compile the work. In field course, you do not work in the laboratory, which you know. This is God's natural laboratory, which is exposed to weather conditions. And as you can see, I'm sure you can see that there is no sunshine. So while going for field course, you must be ready to face whatever ecological or weather conditions that are there at that particular time. And when it is time for sampling, irrespective of weather, you must make sure that you go and sample. So you must be self-disciplined. You must have a spirit of cooperation. You must be punctual, because this is a natural ecosystem which does not change. Suppose it is in the ocean. In the ocean we have tides, and the tides, just like time, wait for no man. So what are we here to study? We are here to carry out ecological study. And I know you have done the terrestrial component. We are now going to look at the aquatic component. Where we are standing is known as Ondiri Highland Swamp. It is a swamp where, as you step, you can see the water is below, the vegetation is up. This is a characteristic of a highland swamp. So what are we going to do here? What we are going to do is zonation. What is zonation? If you check behind me, you should be able to see some birds behind them. What are they doing? And you can also see some vegetation, which is different from where I am. So why is it that those vegetation are where they are and these ones are exactly at this point? So you have to take into consideration the plants and the animals which are in a particular ecosystem. What makes them be in that ecosystem? Just like you know, all organisms have some tolerance ranges. So while we are here, we are going to demonstrate zonation. Zonation of organisms, and in this case mainly plants, and we identify the types of plants that are there. So when you do zonation, what do you require? You require a marked tape, which we have. You will see it in demonstration. We also require a sampling container, and we require a marked rope. Like if we were to go up to that edge, you'll require how many meters between quadrats. And the quadrats you can decide. You can have 1 meter by 1 meter or half a meter by half a meter. So what will you achieve after collecting samples? one of the things you should be able to answer is that are organisms distributed in different zones? Like where I'm standing, there is no vegetation. You can see black, murky soil, type of rotting vegetation. And elsewhere, you see grass which is green and it is growing. So why are they where they are? Then, what is the species diversity that you find in any particular area? So once you have that, you can tell the structure of an ecosystem. Is it terrestrial land? Is it seagrass beds? Is it a swamp like this? We have, this is a highland swamp. We also have lowland swamps. They all have different kinds of vegetation. So that is what we are beginning to do, to show you what is expected. And just before you forget, what is the altitude of this place?
Altitude is 2,000 from the GPS.
Yes, my GPS tells me that I'm at 199 meters above sea level. So this is a highland swamp. So all of these are equipment that you require when you are going sampling. You must know your altitude, because that gives you which organisms will be at a highland, at midland, at lowland, even at the sea level. Thank you.